So this is your first rubber match. How does it feel to be getting close to it?
Feels good, man. Training camp is good. You know, fought the guy twice before. You know, here to close out this trilogy, and you know, everything's been good. No complaints. Just got to make weight and compete.
Would you prefer this to be your last rubber match?
Really doesn't matter for me, you know, as long as it's a fight, you know, it's a fight, it's a job for me, so it doesn't matter who the guy is. If it's a rubber match, fight him 3-4 times, doesn't really matter, so that doesn't bug me.
You're not tired of training for Andre?
No, because, man, Andre is like, he's a complete fighter, you know, so it's a guy that's good everywhere. So it's similar to most of the training camps, you know. Of course, we adjust some things here and there, but the training camp is the same. You know, it's always going to be hard. I always have to train for everything, so it doesn't really change.
Did you expect this matchup out of the gate when you got in the tournament?
No, I didn't expect it at all because I fought him, you know, twice already. We've both been champions before, and we're at the top at that division. You know, the top 1 and 2, you know, 2 and 3 for sure, especially in this tournament. So I didn't expect to be at the first fight, but I knew eventually I was going to fight him again. So right now, might as well get it over with, you know, get the toughest fight out of the way, and that's it. Keep moving on.
What makes you guys a compelling matchup? You know, not everybody fights rubber matches, not everybody trades wins and losses and has, you know, such an exciting history. What makes you guys a compelling fight?
Man, we're both young, you know, we've both been with Bellator for a long time. We fight to finish, you know, that's fight that people wants to see. You know, both strong strikers and stuff, you know. I don't know, it's just the level. I think the level is kind of similar, and we put on good fights. You know what I mean? We've seen the last one. You know what I mean? We really go to war. You know, go to try to finish each other, and that's what, you know, style of fights that people wants to see. It's not going to be any different here.
Obviously, you were the guy doing the finishing in the last fight. What do you think Andre is going to do different this time around to make sure that doesn't happen?
I mean, he's a good striker as well. He's a great striker, of course. He mixes everything up pretty good, and I think he really gonna use his wrestling a lot more than the last fight on this fight. And I think that's what the game plan for him: strike, wrestle, you know, and keep that going.
Are you at all concerned about what happens to your division if Rory does win the middleweight title?
No, I mean, one way or the other, the tournament is gonna happen. You know, we got alternates. You know, if he wins it, decides not to participate in the tournament, I don't know. I don't really care about it much because, man, I got a fight ahead of me. You know, we got the 8 guys already. And the tournament's there. It's going to happen. So I'm not really concerned or anything about that, you know. It's going to be good for the division no matter what because Rory's a big name. You know, he's a champion. You know what I mean? Until I get my hands on him again. But, you know, it's going to be good.
Sounds like that one still kind of eats at you.
It does, man. It was a close fight, you know. 5th round, man. Just, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna get my hands on him again, but as of right now, focus on Koreshkov. He's gonna be a tougher fight than anybody. You know what I mean? So the focus is on him.
When are we seeing you go up to middleweight?
I always say that. Every time I get close to making weight, I say that I'm gonna move up, this and that. I'm sick of this weight cut, but man, the welterweight division is so stacked, man. So many good fighters, you know, good fighters coming over. There's always good matchups. So I don't know. As of right now, the focus is welterweight. You know, it's gonna stay here for a little bit, and then we'll see. Maybe a year or 2.
They announced today that the winner of the tournament gets $1 million. What did you hear that announcement?
Somebody told me about it, but
I mean, it was already a big tournament anyway. But when you hear that, does that add something to it for you?
Man, I try not even to think about the money. You know what I mean? But it's a good paycheck. You know, I gotta feed my kids, and that's just extra motivation. But focus now is the fight. Let me forget about all of that. And there's focus on the fight.
So let's dream a little bit, though. Like, what kind of difference would that kind of money make in your life?
I mean, that's life-changing when it comes to financial and stuff. $1 million is a life-changing opportunity. You know, man, I got a family, man. I want to give the best for my kids, you know, and my wife, and it's gonna open a lot of doors. You know what I mean? A lot of doors. So it's a good paycheck right there.